Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be February's horror pack. Now I told you guys I wasn't going to be a bitch and be like, oh, I'm just saying that because I didn't want to pay for another subscription. I still do want to pay and be part of horror pack, you guys. My credit card got hacked into and I had to go through all that process. Finally got it figured out and I was able to get my hands on the February horror pack, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. So you can either get 4 Blu-rays or you can get 4 DVDs, and I will have all the information listed in the description box of different packages, different deals, and all that great wonderful stuff, because if you're a horror fan, this is the place to be, you guys. Like, I'm not playing. You can start your collection by either like finding out horror movies that you've never seen, and then you like end up really liking them. Like, I have come to find, like, I have liked a lot of movies that aren't mainstream compared to mainstream movies, you guys. Like, and I'm sitting there like, horror pack is the reason why I would even know anything to that nature, you guys. So let's hush this mouth and let's get into this video and see exactly what we got for the month of February. Alright, so the first movie we got is Werewolf Survives the Dogs of War. So this is the horror pack limited edition Blu-ray. So it does kind of look pretty interesting. I hope you can see that and not getting a glare from my lighting. So let's see what this one is about. So summer 1945, so we're going back in time. A temporary orphanage is established in an abandoned palace surrounded by forest for the 8 children liberated from the Gross Rosen camp. Hanka, also a former inmate, becomes their guardian after the slowly begins to regain what is left of their childhood, but the horror returns quickly. Camp Alistans roams the forest around. Released by the SS earlier on, they have gone feral and starved. Looking for food, they besieged the palace. The children are terrified. Their camp survival instinct is triggered. Okay, so seems pretty interesting. Once again, horror pack limited edition Blu-rays, DVDs are a hit and miss. Sometimes the movies are good and sometimes it's terrifying, so it's up to you and your preferences. Alright, the next one is called Extra Yummy Collector's Edition. Facelifts, boob jobs, and zombies. Okay, this is gonna be interesting and weird. So the movie is called Yummy. Never heard of it. Have no idea. This is what it looks like. So it does seem like a zombified movie, which I love zombies. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know zombies are my thing. So anything with zombies, hey. So let's see what this one is about. A young couple travels to a shady European hospital for plastic surgery. I'm assuming the boob jobs. The young women want a breast reduction. Her mother comes along for yet another facelift. Wandering though an abandoned ward, the boyfriend stumbles upon a young woman gagging and strapped to an operating table. She's the result of treatments. He fears her but doesn't realize she's patient 0. So is this like tied into patient 0? And he just caused the outbreak of a virus that will change the doctor's patients and his mother-in-law into bloodthirsty zombies. So yeah, I wonder if this is like part of, if you guys remember, I think it was like 2, 3, 4 horror packs ago, you got patient 0. So I'm wondering if this is like tied into it. I might have to look it up and let you guys know. Alright, the third movie is, dun dun dun, it is Panic. Never heard of this movie either. I've never heard of these movies. So this has Haley Griffith, Ruby Madden, Jerry O'Connell, and Rebecca Romijn. I probably butchered that last name. So this is what it looks like. I have never heard of this movie or seen this, and it just says sacrifices must be made. I have no idea. I do like how it is like in a sleeve. So let's see. So it's gory, funny, and self-aware and unique. So I'm wondering if it's kind of like a horror comedy. So it says, from the author of My Best Friend's Exorcism. Still have no idea what that is. Sam's first day as a pizza delivery driver is not going according to plan. At the end of a long day and not enough tip, her last delivery turns out to be a group of Satanisms looking for someone to sacrifice. Like, girl, good night. That would be my luck. Now in a fight for her life, Sam must fend off witches, evil spells, and demonic creatures, all while trying to keep her body and soul intact. Will satisfy any viewer need for monster mayhem and jokes. So it is definitely, it sounds like a horror comedy, so I definitely would have to give this a try. Alright, and the last one, you guys, for the month of February is Jack Ketchum's The Lost. Unrelating a vicious, abrasive film. Ain't it cool news? So all these movies in this month I have never heard of. So like I said, you guys, they give you a variety of movies that you may have heard of or never heard of. So let's see what this one is about. It's a must-see, a slice of CNN pie that corkscrews down into hell. Okay, so the director, Toby Hooper, is the director of the Texas Chainsaw, which I'm assuming did this movie. So depending if it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that I'm thinking of, that was a really good one, then this one might be a pretty good one. So once upon a time, a boy named Ray Pye put crushed beer cans into his boots to make himself taller. But this is no fairy tale for a suburban psychopath, Ray, and his friends. A small town life is a dead-end road of sex, drugs, liars, and losers. Like, okay, that's new. And what begins with a sudden act of senseless violence will climax in a mind-blowing frenzy and depravity, with the worst still yet to come. So I guess that's it. And it says it's based on a true story that stunned America. So this has definitely really grabbed my attention. If you don't know, I love true story movies. I'm not much of a reader. I don't get into reading. So when I do find a movie that is based on a story, loosely based, or true events, anything to that nature, I'm hooked. I love finding out movies that are based on real life events. I'm just weird like that. So yeah, that was everything in my horror pack for the month of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big huge thumbs up, and as always, I upload every 3 days due to working purposes. And I'll see you soon in my next video. You're beautiful, stay true to yourself, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. People are going to talk shit about you regardless of what you do. You could be doing good, bad, in the middle. They're still going to talk about you, so don't care what anybody has to say. See you guys.